So cool that I wanted to make one of myself. So I kind of made a few alterations, but basically the idea was from another demonstrator, and it's focusing on my stamp set of the month, which is the half full stamp set, which this was a stamp set created by one of our demonstrators that had $1 million in sales, and it's called, again, half full. Item number 1449.99. I'm also incorporating the framelit dies, the wood crate framelit dies, and I'm going to be focusing on this big die that makes a wooden crate. So actually I'm having a class on, if you are in the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, or if you don't mind traveling a little bit, I am hosting a class on July 20th in my home and in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The class is going to begin at 6 p.m. However, if you sign up by, let's see, I believe by the 13th, by Friday the 13th, if you sign up and register for the class, you'll be able to attend at 5:30 p.m. and I'll have a special project for you to create just as a thank you for registering early. Okay. So let's get started. And I just realized I did forget one thing, and I'm hoping it's close by. Looking for my chalk pen. So we'll have to make do. Sorry about that. We'll have to make do with a white gel pen. Although, hold on a sec. Sorry, I've cleaned my craft room, and oh, so sorry. Got a little distracted. I have my white gel pen, so we can try that, and if that doesn't work, I have a knockoff white chalk marker. Okay, so what I did is I took a piece of the Early Espresso, and I did a lot of the work ahead of time, but I just want to show you what I did. So I'm going to trim my 8.5 by 11 at 6 inches. All right, let me put that aside. Whoops, I hit my cord for the lighting. And the reason why I did this was because I'm going to use our adhesive sheets. They come in the size of 6 by 12. And you don't have to do this step. I mean, the original person didn't do this step, but I found that I needed a little bit of stability. All right, so I'm using our wood designer paper. And I want to get 2 sheets that are the same. All right. So right where it says peel here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel here. Oh dear. Okay. Now this is the sticky part. I'm going to stick this, well, it's probably easier to do it the other way. Very sticky part. And sticky all over my fingers. I'm going to stick my piece on there, and then I'm going to peel this off and discard that. And so now the sticky is on the back of my cardstock. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my pieces of the DSP, which, this way, if you don't know it, right now we are running a special on our designer series paper. When you buy 3, you get 1 free. And this is one of the paper packs that you can get. So I did this, and then what I did is I took my Thinlit die, and I laid my crate on here, and I cut 2 of them out. Okay, so you'll want to crank it back and forth a few times because you're cutting through the paper and you're cutting through the thick cardstock. So then when you do that, you'll have the 2 pieces, and very easily you put them together to create this fun little crate. And the reason I did that is it's very nice and sturdy. It's very easy to put the crate together. It has 2 tabs on each side, and you just put the tabs together, glue the bottom, and otherwise it would be a little bit flimsy. Okay, so that's step 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. So then I took the stamp set and I stamped the wine bottle onto Cherry Cobbler and Old Olive. Okay, so you would have stamped it like this, and then I fussy cut it out. So you would have stamped one on the wine bottle color, you would stamp one on the very vanilla color, and then you would stamp also just the top of it on your gold paper. So then you're just going to fussy cut this out, and believe it or not, I mean, I have a Brother Scan and Cut, which I can very easily pop this onto there and it'll cut it out for me, but this was so simple to cut out, and I'm one of those kind of people that really doesn't mind fussy cutting. I rather like it, actually. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim out this vanilla piece. Just like this. And it's always a good idea when you're cutting, keep your scissors straight and move the paper. Something I learned a long time ago, and I've never forgotten. All right, now I'm going to pull in my adhesive mat. I'm going to bring my wine bottle here, and I'm going to use just my fast fuse because I still have it left over. Trying to use them up. Stampin' Up! No longer sells it, so you can use our fast fuse if you want, or you can use our liquid glue. So that's going to go on the top there. And then I'm going to put my label on here. And there you created your wine bottles. Oh, something else I just remembered I forgot. Why, I'll tell you, I'm just batting 1,000 here, aren't I? And I'm going to get a sponge, if Dory hasn't stole them all. I'm going to want to do a little bit of sponging just around the bottle. So how am I on time? Okay, I still have time. So I'm pulling out my soft suede. I'm done with this for now. And I just have a 1/4 of a piece of sponge. Just gonna go around my bottles to give them a little bit of sponging. So this is the Old Olive one. I just thought this was just such a cute project. If you know someone that likes wine, or you want to give them a little gift, you can always insert a little gift card, maybe for your local winery, or tickets to a wine festival or something fun like that. Or maybe you just want to make a little decoration for your shelf. Maybe you have a shelf that can't accommodate anything too heavy. This would be great for it. And I just think it's super cute. I didn't put it all together yet, so we will be doing that together. Okay, so what do I got? 3. Okay, that should be good. Let me close that up. All right. I also did cut out a little heart, and then there's a little tag too that goes with that Thinlit dies. As long as I had extra space, I cut them out too. I could somehow incorporate them. Okay, so then I have a piece of, I believe this is Early Espresso, just the same piece I used for my inside lining. And I cut that at, about 3.5, and it's about 3/4 of an inch. And I scored 1/4 of an inch on each side. And I'm going to fold that so it's like a Z. Can you see that? One back, one forward. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my fast fuse again, or a glue dot would work great for this. And put a little fast fuse on there. And this is going to go inside our little crate. We're going to put it all the way to the bottom and stick it in the center. Those ends. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's handmade. So I don't know if you can see. You see that in the center? Okay. And that's where our little bottles are going to go onto there. So let me pull in some glue dots. And I'm going to put some in front and some in back. So these will be the ones in front. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue dot to the front of those and then to the back of these. And we'll stick them in there. And this will be super, super cute. Okay, what helps when it sticks to it? So, well, actually I should probably put 2 of those in here. Let me do that. Now people are still with their fireworks. What is today already? Today's 10th of July, and they're still doing fireworking. All right, let's do this. Let's have 2 rows. This one. And this one. This is where you need to have little fingers. I have short, fat fingers, so sorry if my head's in the way. Okay, so we'll put these wine bottles up against the back one. You know what? It'd be probably easier. Let's just do it this way. Save my fat fingers. Come on. Glue dots. We'll space them out. Oh, come on. I don't know if it's the humidity here because it's summer and a little bit warm. Alright, see? There's those. Let me pull out that other one. It didn't really stick well in there, so we'll have to fix that. I'll fix that after you guys leave. So we'll put these little wine bottles on here. And we'll stick that in there. And stick that one in there. May need a little extra glue dot or 2, but you'll get the gist of it. And there we go. Look at our cute little, now that has to get glued in there better. Or it might be better if I just stick them to the box. Why don't I do that? Let's try that. So these guys will have to go back here. Let's do that. See, I told you I didn't create this beforehand, so had no idea how this was going to work. I don't want to run out of time because I'm running low on time. Come on, glue dots. Oh my goodness, what is with that one? I'm going to put my glue dot a little higher. That's what it is, needs to go a little higher. I put it a little higher. There, we could put those on the back. And maybe we'll put this one up front. Oh, brother. I think I may have to make that just a little tad bit longer. My little piece inside. But anyhow, there it is. My cute little wine bottles in a wooden crate. It's hard to show you, tipping it. But aren't they cute? I thought that was a very, very cute project. And something that, you know, you can try some twine around it. You can also take your white gel pen and embellish a little bit on your bottles. Just like that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for joining me. And I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye for now.